Shalom. First and foremost, going to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations to the ministers are pushing the truth. And shalom to the elect. Just finna get into this quick video, quick lesson. Alright, on 2nd Ezra 6 and 20, or 2nd Ezra 2 and 27. Alright, I'm here with the brother Nathan.
Shalom.
Alright, just pressing record, But this 2nd Ezra 2 and 27. Be not worried, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yep, I said be not weary. Let's go and get the definition for weary real quick. Weary. It says weary means to be physically or mentally exhausted, or to have lost patience and enthusiasm due to long-term strain or repetition. Right, so it says be not weary, right? All right. Because what we're enduring hardness is what a good soldier, as Yahweh Ba'ashem set us up to be. All right, so though it seems to tarry, wait for it, shall surely come, it will not tarry. All right, it says, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, all right, others shall weep and be sorrowful. Who's gonna weep and be sorrowful? 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are set to be destroyed because what? While you had liberty, you loathed the law of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Let me get that real quick.
Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and I'll just start at verse 11. It says, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it. Right. So while you had the time to get right and to turn back and seek the Lord while he may be found, like says Isaiah 55 and 6. And how is he found? Through the men of the Lord, man. All right, the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. All right, so while you had liberty, while you have opportunity, while all hell hasn't broken loose, while Jacob's trouble isn't at its full extent, while there's still an opportunity to get this word, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which, mind you, according to Isaiah 33 and 6, is what? To be the stability of thy times. What times? The end times. Now that's what's gonna keep you stable. This word. All right. So here's the issue. These people are about to be destroyed. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you despised it. All right. You had your opportunity. So back to could you read that again?
2nd Ezra 2 and 27. Be not worried, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Right, they're gonna weep and be sorrowful. All right, because they're gonna realize that, damn, I had the opportunity to understand, and those men were right. That Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna come down, that's gonna come and bring thermonuclear destruction. That pestilences and famines, all right, and nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places. All those things are coming to pass. All right, but these people are still prideful. All right, especially when it comes to our own people. And guess what? They're going to be consumed. All right, they're going to starve to death. They're going to be eating their children. All right, because what? They didn't choose the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. So now they got to get a heathenistic judgment because they refuse to turn back.
Isaiah 3 and 10. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. So, the righteous, all right, now it will be the men, of GMS, all right, and the ones that's following after GMS, all right, those will be the righteous to the best of their ability. They're walking in the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And guess what? For them doing that, all right, guess what? They're gonna see salvation. All right, they're gonna be preserved from all the evils that's about to come to this earth. All right, but it says, "Woe unto the wicked; it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him." Yep. So see, niggas that's that rejected this truth. All right, scoffed at this truth, talk shit, about. Yahweh Shemel Shah's prophets, guess what? It's going to be ill with them. Matter of fact, let me see what the word ill means. Rye. It says bad, evil, bad, disagreeable, malignant, bad, unpleasant, evil, giving pain, unhappiness, misery, evil, displeasing. So see, nothing's good is gonna come to a nigga that's been talking shit or been living a wicked lifestyle. All right, but that was it on that.
Yep. This go back. This Isaiah 65:12. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer." And how does Yahweh Shemashai call? Call through the men of the Lord. All right, the ones that are on the highways and byways, starting with our apostles and others, a great millstone on down, bringing the 100% truth. Okay. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And what's that? Going against his law, statutes, commandments. Here it is. We're telling you to repent and turn back, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. What does Jake want to do? They want to continue to commit adultery, rather be spiritually, following after other gods, or what, physically going after another man's woman. All right, they want to eat abominations like shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You give them that knowledge, and they double down on their wickedness. All right, they want to be encased in this world. All right, they don't want to leave the ways of America, Babylon the Great. They love following the oppressor in all his ways. So guess what? They're going to be consumed and get that judgment. That's why in Romans the 9th chapter says they're not all Israel that are of Israel. So you got the Israelites in the flesh, but their heart is far from the Yahweh Shema Shai. So they're going to get judged like these heathen. And it says, Isaiah 65 and verse 13, "Therefore thus said Yahweh Shema Shai, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." All right, so that's why I said you guys are going to be eating y'all children. Y'all going to be, like it says in Lamentations, but pining away. It better be been die by the sword. Because, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is Lamentation. This real quick. This is Lamentations 4 and 9. It says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field." See? So Jake is going to be out here down bad, and they're not going to have the covering of Yahweh Shema Shai. See, the ones that put away this world and served Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and sincerity, and while things got tough, they continued to praise the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And so now these people are going to have to suffer, man, because what? They've done wickedness against the Lord, and they're about to run out of time, and they're going to run out of this grace period,
I got some.
Because what? Because they turned the grace period into what? A cloak of maliciousness, a place to where they want to do whatever they want to do, while here they had the opportunity to change their ways.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of John 16 and verse 20. "Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. And ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy." So see, hey, right now, we're in the state of, the prophets, the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai. Excuse me. We're in the state of mourning, all right, weeping and lamenting, because, hey, we see what's going on in this world. We understand that, hey, this ain't life, that Yahweh Shema Shai's ways is not uplifted, all right, and that we understand that what? The ways of Yahweh Shema Shai not being uplifted, that makes our lives a living hell, all right, and just us being in this flesh, all right, that makes us in a mournful state, because we constantly see, our flaws, our sins, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, "But the world shall rejoice." And yeah, right now, and that's coming to an end, the world rejoicing. All right. Hey, prophecy is overtaken, and with prophecy, if you're not on the good side of prophecy, all right, if you're not following after the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, hey, you're gonna be left on the bad side. All right.
Yeah.
And that bad side is gonna be what? Famine, death, all right, getting destroyed by nuclear missiles, things of that nature. All right. It says, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And see, our sorrow is gonna be turned into joy by how? Once we really see these, or once we see, the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America. Once we start seeing, famine, is knocking at everybody's door, that's when we're gonna start rejoicing, all right? Because we're gonna see that, hey, we're gonna understand that, hey, these are the times that we've been preaching about,
And that, and all the as we see these prophecies come to pass, what's that doing for the ones that truly believe? It's faith. It's giving us faith boosters.
All right.
It's showing that we're not doing this for no reason. That Yahweh Shema Shai is good on His word. Matter of fact, speaking of that, it's Isaiah 55 and 11. I start at verse 10 and bring it into it. It's Isaiah 55 and verse 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So Yahweh Shem Shai's word is good as gold. So what he says is going to happen is going to happen. All right, like it says in Isaiah 46 chapter, verse 9 on down, verse 10 on down, it said what? That he declared the end from the beginning. And so Yahweh Shem Shai, he's given us the overall plan, the summary of what's going to go down. So, and that's a just power, man. He's not just tricking us and like, oh, y'all, watch, y'all. Now, we don't have the intricate details on how everything's going to play out exactly. Like I said, we got the brief summary of what's going to go down and what to look for and to know what times we're in. And we know we're at the end of the end. All right, so what manner of person should you ought to be? Like it says 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. All right, how should you be conducting yourself now, knowing that the end is coming and that the end is here? All right, but it's knocking at the door. But what? Like I said, 2/3 of our people, they still want to party and bullshit and not take heed. All right, and live an unbalanced lifestyle that's actually goes against the law statutes commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai. They're not even trying to rehearse the righteous acts. They're saying, fuck that rehearsal. All right, I want to turn up for Esau, even the so-called white man, because he's my power. All right, because what? The God of this world has what? Deceived the minds of the people, roughly paraphrasing. All right, and then here it is, at the end all be all, like the scriptures say, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So someone's got to play the 2/3. And we're seeing it. We're seeing our people, who are not our people currently, really, double down and triple down on their wickedness. And they're going to rebel. And guess what? They're going to call for the death of the true men of the Lord, man, once they see more of this coming. Because they think if they take us out, things will stop moving. No. Ultimately, you're fulfilling the scriptures. Because you can do nothing against the truth. But what? For the truth. All right? And you niggas were prophet killers from ancient time. All right? And you're all back today. And you're going to want to do harm to us. But guess what? Read that 2nd Ezra again.
Mm-hmm. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27.
Yep, and read Daniel 28, Baba Kashab.
Be not worried, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Mm-hmm. See, we're going to be merry and have abundance. See, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have the men of the Lord maneuvering in such a way where we're going to be more than good. He said you're going to have abundance.
Mm-hmm.
All right? While the rest of these people are suffering. All right? Yahweh Shema Shai has got the men of the Lord making all the right moves to be okay in the times to come. Okay? Go ahead.
The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord.
See? Even the heathen, they're going to be envying us. Like, damn, the men of the Lord are straight. Like, what's up with them? How are they thriving? Why are they not worried? Because we have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we believe and have faith that Yahweh Shem Shai, he's going to protect us, man. He's going to take care of us because he said he would. Just like he's taking care of us now. How many situations that we've had in this walk, in this truth, where maybe like, man, that's nothing but Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, every day the Lord shows us that He's with us, man. And we gotta believe that. We gotta have great confidence in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, all right. Here, and we're gods, man. All right, Psalms 82 says we're gods, but we shall die like men. All right, that's part of the curses, you know, because we're made to live forever. You know, and we're gonna be perfect, and we're gonna be as gods again. But we still are. We're still them. As long as Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us, man. All right, he's gonna propel us through this, man. Because we can't will ourselves through any of this. We got to put our trust and faith in Him. You know, and it starts with the foundation, the name Yahweh, which means He is or He exists. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai means He saves or He delivers, who the world calls God and Jesus Christ. No, it's Yahweh Bashem El Shai. See, the lights flickered when I said, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's because what? All right, the Lord with us, man. We gotta believe, especially in these times, man. These people are gonna hate us, man. All right, but matter of fact, you go to Matthew the 5th chapter real quick. Maybe a verse. Let's do verse 10. Let's go start at 10.
Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are
This
persecuted.
is Yahweh Shai speaking. Red letter. Go ahead, slap me.
No, you good. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, we're gonna be blessed. All right, these people hate us, and they're showing. Even today. Now there's still fewer mockers and scoffers than there used to be, because the things that we've been saying are coming to pass. But you still have people, you know, driving by saying all type of crazy shit to us. You know, getting marked for death.
Yeah.
All right. And these people are going to show forth their hatred for us. But guess what? That means we're doing something right, man. We're actually blessed. So when they curse against us, we're really being blessed. The Wadi Abba Shema Shai. Because if we were of the world would love its own. So if we're out here being a Christian pastor or whatever to say, people wouldn't fuck with us. But it's the fact that we're bringing out the truth. And we actually rile up these demons that are around. All right? Because we're preaching this truth. Go ahead.
It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
See? And that's what's going to happen. They're going to lie to us. You got the AI, you know, that they're going to try to use that technology to deceive the people, to make us look like we're doing crazy shit out here. But that's okay, because we're prepared for that. The Lord prepared us for this, man. All right? So it's not going to be nothing to us because we're expecting it. That's the difference between us and the rest of the world. We're expecting these things to happen. But like the Lord said, we're blessed. Go ahead.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad. Barak Theyah Bashim El Shai. All right? Because these motherfuckers are going to get jacked up for doing everything against the Lord. Man, these people come against us for righteousness' sake, for us upholding Yahweh Bashim El Shai. You know, standing 10 toes down and firm. All right? Not bowing down to Baal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our mindset is, man, we want to get the hell up out of here, man. Go ahead.
For great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Right. And Lord willing, we're them prophets of old. As we stand in this stead, we are those men from back in the day.
Yep.
All right? As we come back in the reincarnation, man. Doing the same things. All right? So we're gonna be the Lord's gonna take care of us, man.
Mm-hmm.
For upholding his name while the rest of the world is against him.
Kind of.
You know?
Got something real quick.
Sirach
6 and 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you read above, you know, quick summary. Basically, it talks about how wisdom is like a heavy chain on you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because, hey, you start learning the ways. Hey, you learning new ways, you know, it requires discipline, consistency, you know, something that in this world it doesn't teach you.
Yeah.
You know, but you keep on, you know, pushing through, and the Lord see that, hey, you know, you're striving for it.
Mm-hmm.
And these times to come when shit start getting bad, hey, this is going to be a defense for us.
Yep. What do chains do? They bind you. They bind you down.
Yeah.
But this is a positive, like being secured. You're being secured by the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's what's keeping you from breaking out. These chains are keeping you from breaking out and being part of this fucking world and going the fuck off. You know?
Yep.
So this is what's keeping you binded. This is the good captivity.
Yeah.
You want to be held captive and chained down by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, because if we get unloosed, this flesh wants to do all types of flips and tricks in this world, man.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to stay changed and caged spiritually with this truth, man. Go ahead.
Apostle Paul said, well, I therefore the prisoner of the Lord.
Exactly.
You know? And yeah, we are prisoners of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right.
All right, we can't just go off and do what we want. Nah, we got guidelines to, you know, follow after.
Yep.
You know, if we're not doing that, hey, the Lord has the right. He already has the right, but he has more the right to fuck us up, you know?
Yep. Yeah, because in the negative sense, like in this world, being free, which means just to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do with no consequences, basically. You know, but this, you don't want to be freed. Yahweh Shema Shai free. Okay, you want to be free? Go ahead. Right. He'll let you out. But that's the negative thing. Versus this world, preaches, home of the free, right? Home of the brave. No.
Right.
This that do as thou wilt spirit is out here in this world. So us being chained down to this truth, man, is a blessing.
Yep.
All right. It's not a curse. It's not an imprisonment. All right.
Okay. Right.
Nope.
But yeah, this is going to be, keeping this truth unto the end. And guess what? As scripture say, what? The Lord shall fight for thee.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, hey, this is pretty much it. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Going to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. All right, and shalom to shalom.